Hi there, it's Nicole from Mama Elephant, and today I have a card share featuring the brand new Potted Pretties stamp set and coordinating dies. And for my card today, I wanted to create kind of a little window ledge for the cute little potted strawberries to be sitting on. So I've stamped my image and I'm coloring it in with some Copic markers. Pretty quick coloring, really, just a couple of colors for the red strawberries, and then I did use about 4 to 5 colors for the greenery in my image. Just very, very quick. I think this would also make a really fun card set if you used all the different images from the stamp set and colored them in and created a whole set of cards. Then for the stems and the leaves, I used about a couple colors here to start out with. Doesn't require a ton of blending because the little areas are so small, so the markers kind of blend on their own. And then I thought it wasn't quite dark enough, so I did add a little bit more there. Now before I colored any more of the leaves, I went ahead and colored the pot, and I decided to make it look somewhat like a terracotta pot. I'm using about 3 shades here of yellow-red Copic markers and then a kind of brownish red. It's E19 to really darken it, but my 2 lighter colors are yellow-red. And all the colors are linked below here in the supplies. Then I went in with my darkest here. This is that E19 to really darken it up in a few areas. And I blended it out as much as I needed to get it to look the way I wanted it to look. Then I did go back in and color in these big leaves with my lightest green marker and shaded in with a couple more colors, and then I felt like they blended in too much, so I went in with an even darker green to really add some shadows and things. For the bumblebees, very, very easy. They're just colored in with a little bit of yellow and then a little BV 0000 for the wings, which is a very pretty, very, very light blue violet. Now to cut the frame for my card, I am using 2 of the Pica Frames dies. I'm going to go ahead and post-it tape them together so that when I die cut them, they're exactly where I want them to be. And then from the My Sunshine stamp set, that sunshine fits perfectly behind that window frame opening. So on my card base, I inked up my stamp there with the Buttercup pigment ink from Mama Elephant, and I'm going to stamp that right there. And it will be right behind the window so that it'll look like you're inside looking out. Go ahead and stamp my greeting from the Potted Pretties stamp set using some black dye ink. And then I'm going to go ahead and glue that little bumblebee. I did die cut the potted flowers or strawberries and the bumblebee with the coordinating dies. And then I'll glue that bumblebee in place, and then there's a little stamp that coordinates with that so it can show some movement of the bumblebee there in the outside the window, I guess is what I want to say. And I'll stamp that so that when you pop the window over there, you can kind of see the flowers in the foreground and then, of course, the sunshine and bumblebee outside. To finish my card, I am going to use a little foam tape to pop it up a little bit. You could adhere it directly to the background if you wanted. I thought the little bit of dimension would help just make it a little bit more interesting. I'm going to go ahead and place my foam tape all the way around the window opening and just one layer here. It also serves to 3 sides of that window pop up. You could have kind of a more interactive element depending on what kind of card you make. But for this one, I didn't really need it to. So the foam tape is going to secure all 3 of those sides so that they don't move. Go ahead and pop a little foam tape down along the bottom too so that it sits really nicely and hopefully doesn't get smooshed through the mail. I'll pull all of that backing paper off and pop that die cut panel, which is exactly A2 sized, 5.5 inches by 4.25, directly to my card base. And then I'll take a little bit of foam tape there, pop that right there in that window opening where my little potted strawberries are going to sit, and place that right there. Finally, the last thing I'm going to do is take some glossy accents and cover up those strawberries. It's going to give them a really pretty glossy finish when that all dries and really help them pop. And that'll dry probably maybe about 30 minutes or so. You just want to leave it laying flat until it's all the way dry. Thank you for watching this video showcasing the brand new Potted Pretties stamp set and dies from Mama Elephant. The supplies I've used are listed and linked below the video here on YouTube. As always, thanks for watching, and we will catch you next time.